this is Shaheen, and I just wanted to chat with you, do a reading for the week, giving us some insight into the energy that's kind of happening in the air, and also let you know that I'm going to begin doing more videos. And I get a lot of emails from people asking questions about different techniques for spiritual cleansing and protection, and ways to open up their intuition, and basically anything that has to do with living a mystical, magical, spiritual, witchy life. So I wanted to direct you to the contact form. Send me an email with any questions that you might have, and I'm going to begin answering them on video once a week or once every other week, depending on what questions I get and how many of them seem to be unique enough to share with everyone and give them some insight. So definitely do that. Like I said, go to the contact form on my website, ShaheenMiroInsights.com. Send me a question that you might have about the mystical life, spiritual cleansing and protection, psychic protection, psychic cleansing, crystals, stones, energy healing, intuition, basically anything that I cover on my website. I would love to answer questions and share that with other people so that will help them. So do that. Now I'm going to begin doing a reading. I'm going to shuffle the cards. I'm going to pull 3 cards. The first card will be for the first half of the week, the second card will be for the second half of the week, and the third card will be for the weekend. And this will give us a snapshot of what energy is happening and kind of working through the atmosphere, and how we can best use that and be aware of that. Something that I do want to say is that today is the 10th, and it is the new moon. So this is a great time to begin projects, start inviting new energy into your life, and to set goals. It is also a time where we're in the retrograde, which is kind of an opposing energy. But what I look at this as a way to wrap up the old and kind of prepare for the new. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to begin. Pull 3 cards randomly. Excuse me, I'm a little bit congested. The weather has been very strange. So the first card that we have is the 8 of Cups. And the word that they use here is intolerance. And what is interesting to me about this card, just when I look at it, the feeling that I get is the first half of the week is kind of turbulent. It's a time where we're feeling a little bit off kilter. We are feeling a little bit overwhelmed and inundated by different energies and responsibilities, and even people that we're not really sure how to deal with. And it really feels like the energy is very chaotic. So prepare yourself for that and begin to conserve your energy, and also say no to things that you know are going to end up causing you more trouble. Don't feel responsible and feel like you have to say yes to things that aren't going to build you up, especially this week in the beginning of it, because this is not the time for that. So conserve your energy, say no to things that aren't working for you, and be prepared for this kind of turbulence, and make sure you're just doing what you need to get by, and don't put more pressure on yourself. So it's okay to just do the bare minimum, and shield yourself against the storm. I feel like the weather is beginning to change now. I know last night it snowed here for the time, and so that shift is in the air. So you want to bundle up, stay warm, up your vitamin C, take some wellness formula, enjoy some good warm ginger tea, and just really take care of yourself. That's the first half of the week. This is the second half, and we have the Princess of Cups, and she is reversed. So what's interesting about this card when I look at it, this is a card about fluidity, and it's a card about almost a feeling of innocence and being in a place of discovery, being curious, and kind of looking at your emotional perspective of things and your creative perspective, being fluid with your feelings and your intuition. But because it's reversed, I feel like this energy is blocked. So, but what I do find interesting is it's blocked in a way that feels like it's starting to shift. So you're at the tail end of it. I feel like we're here and we're coming out of it. Look at her coming out of this storm. So really know that the second half of the week, things are going to level out. They're going to feel a little bit more calm and a little bit easier to digest. And you're going to be able to kind of get ahead later on in the week. So prepare yourself for that. Listen to your intuition. Always ask yourself, is this feeding my spirit or is it depleting my spirit? My favorite question. And then as you move into the end of the week and into the weekend, you're going to feel a little bit more free and fluid. Ooh, and I love this. So we have the 9 of Discs as our weekend card. And this is such a beautiful card. I mean, look at it. It's gain, it's completion, and it is a feeling of arriving at something. So, as we're in this storm at the beginning of the week, we're starting to emerge, and we actually come out on the other side of it much more prosperous, much more abundant, much more rooted into our energy, our power. And to me, this feels like whatever seeds we are planting, even with that bare minimum, they're going to turn out for the best. So keep that in mind. If there are projects you're working on, if there are things that you have to get done, or things that you're wanting to put energy into, even if you do the bare minimum, it's going to turn out fruitful. So know that. And I believe the weekend is going to be a good time for connecting with other people, especially family. So this might be a time of gathering and connecting and being with people. So be aware of that. And this is exciting because I'm actually doing a class this weekend. It's going to be on Saturday here in Cincinnati, and it's about your empowered creative adventure for 2016. So what we're going to do is we are going to look at kind of where you've been in 2015. We're going to do a ceremonial cleansing for the group. We're going to do a blessing for everyone. We're going to do a forecast for 2016, seeing what energies are kind of working through the air for this year. And then we're going to talk about ways to plan goals, set intentions, and work toward them in a way that is much more actionable. And then we're also going to talk about what to do when you're feeling crazy, when things fall apart, when you're feeling like just the shit hits the fan, and how to take care of that. So it's going to be your rescue remedy throughout the year. So we're going to talk briefly about this in a group setting, and this is part of a larger thing that I'm doing with clients where I will do one-on-one coaching with you for your creative adventure for 2016. Excuse me. So if you're here in Cincinnati and you're interested, let me know. Oh, excuse me. All right, that's what I have. I hope to talk to you soon. Remember, leave me comments and questions, and be sure to use the contact form and send me a message if you have any questions you'd like me to answer on these videos. I would love to do that. And if you want to stay up to date with me, visit the side of my website. You'll see a button, a picture for the newsletter, and you can sign up for my newsletter, and you'll get my updates monthly. And then if anything else is going on exciting, you'll get them at that time. So stay in touch with me and get a good daily dose of magic in your life. All right, bye guys.